There are two types of logic we can set up within IDEMU, scene and group logic. Scene logic is the logic that says when and by who a single scene will be viewed. Group logic is the logic that says when and by who a group of scenes will be viewed. Both types of logic are defined by parameters, operations, and values. So we'll take a start by looking at scene logic. Here we're going to add scene logic by clicking this scene logic bar at the bottom of the page. This is our logic screen. It will default to the selection where it says this scene will be shown only when all of the following conditions are met and. There's also the option to use or logic. If we click this drop down, this scene will be shown only when any of the following conditions are met. But for this example, we're going to use the and logic. So I will click this one, and then we'll hit this plus button to start adding our logic. So say we want to show the scene only if the viewer is age 60 or older. To do that, we're going to create a new parameter called age. I already have one built right here. Then we're going to say that the operation is greater than or equal to, because we're talking about a number here. And I'm going to set the value at 60. Now, if someone is 60 or older, this scene will play. If they're under 60, this scene will just be skipped. And then we can just click this arrow to get back to our scene editing mode. Creating group logic is very similar to creating scene logic. To start, we just need to create a group of scenes. Creating a scene group is a way of saying either we want these scenes to be viewed together, or we don't want to play these scenes at all, based on the logic that we're defining for the group. So for this example, I'm going to create a group with scenes 3 and 4. So I'm just going to do this by clicking and dropping scene 4 onto scene 3. Now when we click into this group, we're going to see an option to choose our group type. We have sequence or alternative scene. If we choose sequence, we're saying that if the logic fits, we're going to play every scene in this group. If we pick alternative scenes, we're saying that we're only going to play one of the scenes in this group based on our logic. Here I'm going to go with sequence. Then, just like we did with scene logic, we click the group logic bar at the bottom of the screen. And again, we have the option to pick our and or logic. This time we'll go with or logic. So this group will be shown only when any of the following conditions are met. And then we'll click this plus icon to set our logic. Let's say that we want this group of scenes to play only if the viewer is in New York or California. So we'll create a new parameter called state. Then we will set the operation to is, and we'll put the text as New York. Then we'll click the plus icon to add another logic cue, also using the parameter state. So we'll do state is, and this time we'll say California. Then we can click this little down arrow and our group logic is set. So with the logic that we've defined in this example, we're saying that of all the people receiving this video, only viewers over 60 will see scene 2, and only people in New York or California will see scene group 3, but everyone will see groups 1 and 4. And that is how you build scene logic within IDEMU.